Hello, and welcome to the November Patron stream. Tonight, we're going to be giving thanks to the things we're thankful for. So, before I bring on tonight's awesome panel, we've got quite a group of lovely human beings here with me tonight. Let me do some shout outs here. We've got Cable Channel 11, Jess in the chat. What's up, Jess? Jeff Overing, Joe Bob. We got Punisher Batman fan. Hello. Richard Skarinki. TH Jamie. Christmas story was, you were really surprised how much you liked it. That's nice, Joe Bob. I've not seen it yet, but I definitely want to. Derek Gitzel. Hello. JB, what's up? Hope everybody's having a good night. Unfortunately, Mike cannot join us tonight, though. So we'll miss you tonight, Mike. Hope everything is going well for you over in the UK. And there's Jace Lee Norman 99. Hello. All righty. So let's what's up, Luke? There's Lopke Vision Films. Cody, how are you? Big T, Mike B, how's it going? I'm going to start bringing on tonight's panel. Joining me tonight, his name is Chris. I know you know probably many Chris's, but this is probably the tallest Chris there ever was, period. It's Giant Chris. How you doing, man?
Hello, good evening.
I like the sweater.
Well, thank you.
I like the sweater. You're getting into the holiday spirit. I dig it.
Of course.
Right on. How are you?
Doing good, Piz. Doing good. But yeah, like I refer to myself as the tallest Chris. When people put me my number in their phone or just meet me anywhere, like, oh yeah, I'm the tallest Chris you've ever probably met.
Yeah. I tell people when they put my name in their phone to put it as Daddy. And most people look at me like, what? Just like to be called Daddy. Anyway, but you're in the holiday spirit. I like that. I like the sweater. And I'm sure in Texas, it's probably like a brisk 75 out.
It is actually 45 tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's why I'm already got some hot chocolate with Dr. McGillicuddy in it.
Nice. The menthol mint?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is good stuff.
It's actually a menthol mint and like a coffee liqueur, so like a mint mocha.
Oh, okay. That does sound good. That sounds good. But it's glad to have you with us tonight, man. Always a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
I see we got Jill in the chat. We got Katie in the chat. Hello. We got JB hanging out with us tonight also. Also joining me tonight, he's a ghost of the daily variety. The Daily Ghost. How's it going, man?
Boo.
Oh. Scary.
How's it going? Good to see you.
It's going good. It's good to see you too. Every time you're here, the background has changed. I'm going to put you full screen here because I want everybody to soak in the ambiance. What poster is that back there behind you? I can't tell.
It was Armed and Dangerous. Now it's Malibu Express.
Okay. I recognize Malibu Express. Believe me. Armed and Dangerous, I didn't recognize, but Malibu Express, I recognize that one.
It's a classic.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. But yeah, it's looking good back there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like those the light bars in the corner. That's very cool.
Yeah,
nice.
It's been fun. It's been fun putting everything together. Just kind of like, it's a little, well, I don't know if frustrating is the right word, but it feels like I'm kind of following a trend because I know neon and 80s and all this stuff is kind of the thing, but this is kind of always what I wanted to do, just kind of have this kind of a setup. So
it looks good. I like it.
Thank you.
And also kudos on the Chopping Mall shirt.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's an awesome movie. I kind of don't trust anybody that doesn't love Chopping Mall.
How can you?
Exactly.
But good to see you tonight, Ghost. Always a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you, sir.
Also joining me tonight, what is his name? I can't. tell. I'm just going to bring him on. He's semi-independent Lauren. Okay. How's it going, Lauren?
Little tired. Just got back from a road trip to the University of Idaho. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not funny at all. Piz, do you have your phone near you?
I do, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Call me right now.
So you can change.
No, call me right now.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
I feel like I'm in a David Lynch film.
I'm at your house right now.
Now.
It's ringing.
Ask me.
Nice. Nice. I like it. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Hello.
I hung up on you.
Again? It's like every night this time. It's nothing special.
Oh, goodness gracious. But how you doing, Lauren? You did you really go to the University of Idaho?
No, I was making a joke about the mass murder that happened there.
Oh, that one.
When humor goes too dark for people to laugh. No, I'm tired. I work retail, so I'm tired. Waiting for the book to come out, which I don't have a release date on still, so that's exciting. I love ignorance, so we're good.
Cool. So the book it's about to come out. You just don't have a firm date yet, right?
Yeah, we're shockingly close. I mean, all the work is pretty much done but landing on a release date with enough time to get the early promotion in place before it is now the game. So
yeah,
we're close though, real close.
That's good. All right. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. Always a pleasure, Lauren.
Always.
Also joining me, we're going to have some copyright infringement here, I believe. Visited by Choices. Christian, how are you tonight, Christian?
How are you? I'm doing good, brother.
Very good. How's everything going down in Louisiana?
It's good, dude. Weather's cooling down.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are ready for Turkey Day down there?
Yes, we are. Yes. Sorry, my dog's knocking shit over. Yes,
How's sales of the Garbage Day candles going?
fantastic. I'm actually Sydney's in the bedroom right now printing up label. We're working. It's a nonstop thing. So she's getting stuff ready we got a Black Friday sale coming. UnitaCandles.com. I'm actually making the art for the Troll 2 wax melt. So so we're just staying busy, man, and everything's going good. I'm excited for Eric to get his.
Yeah, it's on its way to him now. So what is the scent of this one? I can't put my finger on it.
Hold on. Sydney, what's the scent of the Garbage Day?
Garbage Day.
Do you remember? Christmas what?
Christmas in the Bronx? Is that it? In the Bronx? Garbage fly?
Hearth. Christmas hearth.
Christmas
Earth?
Hearth?
Is it
Oh,
hearth?
Okay.
She's saying hearth. I don't know. We're from Louisiana.
It doesn't matter. I like the smell. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but
Valves have still not discovered Louisiana.
that's just that southern cadence.
I don't know what to tell you.
Anyway, good to see you tonight, Christian. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Also joining me tonight, we have got Swaggy G. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Piz, how are you? How's everybody doing?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Doing well. It's getting kind of cold here in Georgia.
I bet it is. If it's anything like Kentucky, it's actually today wasn't that bad, but it's been very cold here.
Yeah, it's like in the 40s today, so
yeah,
not terribly bad, but it's getting there.
That's about where it was here in Kentucky too. So, but everything going good. I know you're drinking. Listen, you're classing the place up tonight. You're drinking some sugar-free Pinot Noir. So I mean, that's really classing this place up.
You know, give me about 3 glasses, and we'll see how classy I become.
Okay.
Is it
We'll
possible?
talk. We'll talk really slow tonight. Stretch things out.
Ashy to classy.
Get Swaggy all drunk tonight. But good to see you tonight, Swaggy. Always a pleasure, man.
Oh, thank you. And I have to say, Malibu Express, good call on that.
Yep.
I still remember the scene where he's in like a high speed chase, and the woman wants to have sex with him during the chase. Great one.
Oscar
That's just how it goes, you know. When that happens, like you're in the middle of a high speed chase, it's like, calm down. You know?
I mean, she was basically like raping him. Like she wanted it that bad, you know. Good movie though.
Yeah, they don't make him like that anymore.
Yeah.
Also joining me tonight from the Flesh Wound Features YouTube channel, Dan. What's going on, Dan?
You're muted, Dan.
Well, I said something clever, but happy pre-Thanksgiving. How's everybody doing?
Going good, man. Going good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Gearing up for Black Friday and Vinegar Syndrome and all the different sales. So things are good.
Vinegar
Vinegar Syndrome.
Isn't every day that's not Thanksgiving pre-Thanksgiving?
That's true. But we're closer than normal.
Yes, indeed. Well, have you guys seen any good movies lately?
I saw The Menu a week ago.
How was that?
Actually, very good. It's not a straight horror movie. I was happy it wasn't just that sort of Most Dangerous Game ripoff that it kind of looked like from the trailer. There's a little bit more to it, kind of more of a social satire, but actually really, really good. I liked it a lot.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've heard good things about it, but I've yet to see it.
I didn't see The Menu, but I ordered off of it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah. And what's Ray Fiennes?
Ray Fiennes, John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo apparently playing Steven Seagal, who he had a feud with on Executive Decision. When Seagal informed everybody that he was the king of the set, John Leguizamo laughed at him, and he just like Aikido threw him into a wall, apparently. So there's been a feud, and he plays a washed up Hollywood star, and he fashioned it after Steven Seagal. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Doesn't he die in that movie relatively early?
He does. Seagal does die early in that movie. It was something. It was a deal because he was able to direct something, which is crazy, on Deadly Ground. I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Go back and watch that movie. It's insane to see Seagal direct Michael Caine of all people. Yeah, so he wasn't too happy about dying in that movie.
If you've ever heard anybody on SNL talk about when he hosted the show, there's a lot of they did not like it was not a pleasant experience, him hosting SNL. So
Yep.
Anybody else seen anything good?
I did finally see Smile.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that it went to Paramount Plus. It's streaming now, so
Okay.
I watched it, and I was entertained overall. Though that's kind of your run of the mill kind of thing.
I liked the opening of it when it started when it was copying It Follows. I liked it, but when it started to copy Ringu, it lost me. It lost me. Yeah.
It had a couple of good scenes, I thought, but overall, it was okay.
Yeah. I may give it a revisit at some point. I don't know, but I did like the opening, and there were some good moments, and I loved the part where she was calling the home security thing, the home security company, and the person on the other line was like, "Look behind you."
Yeah.
Like I like that.
Isn't that all real familiar though? I mean,
Well,
that shit is like in 5 or 10 movies that I could probably come up with right now.
But the way that they did it, the way that they it's not about everybody copies everybody, but I thought how they copied that, they did a good job with it.
I don't know. I thought the entire thing just felt like bad corporate horror. It didn't work for me. It was, as an unintentional comedy, it worked. The cat in the box scene, fucking hilarious. That's not how they meant it, but that's how it came off. I was laughing so hard I was nearly crying.
Mustache. That was the cat's name.
Jesus Christ, it was funny. And there's a drinking game to be made for it as many times as that bitch says, "I'm not crazy."
Gotta admire the marketing campaign, though.
The marketing was brilliant. Yeah, the marketing was brilliant.
That's Paramount for you.
And hasn't that thing made like well over $100 million at the box office?
Yeah, it's over 100.
Yeah.
So
damn, good for it.
Don't be surprised when we get Smile 2.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, we will. It's already I think been announced actually.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I also saw Feed Me, which we interviewed the cast. If you like, it's kind of based on the Rottenberg Cannibal, but it's kind of more of a horror comedy. Well worth checking out. Those guys are awesome, and if you're in the mood for, it's kind of hard to turn the Rottenberg Cannibal into a horror comedy, but that's that really bizarre case where somebody answered an ad to basically be eaten.
Oh yeah, I read a book. I read a book about that case years ago. Yeah,
Armed and Muse. Yeah. They based it on that, and I was really happy with that one. If you're in the mood for a very, very, very dark horror comedy.
It wasn't a cookbook, was it, Piz?
No. But yeah, it was all about. There's like a whole subculture of people who fantasize about eating people and being eaten by other people. It's a weird thing.
This is a colorful earth that we walk on. I got a movie. I got a movie.
Go for it.
Ghost Watch.
How
about it?
Stone Cold classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good.
So good.
Mr.
So good.
Pipes.
Mr. Pipes. Oh.
What's
great about that movie is when you go back and you rewatch it a second and third time and you see like the stuff in the background and you see like, it's got great rewatch value.
Did Conjuring 2 get inspiration from Ghost Watch? Because it's the same thing. When you think about it.
It was definitely based on the Enfield haunting.
The Enfield haunting, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when I was watching, I was like, wait up, this is literally, it's the little flat that they're living in.
Mm-hmm.
Single mom, 2 kids. Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really good. I didn't want it to end, quite frankly.
The biggest difference between those 2 movies is that Ghost Watch is scary.
Yeah, it was good, and it's like, wow, it's like that's 92, man. Like that's the first and only ever like fake news program thing I've ever seen. It's so convincing. I remember Mike Fifth Beatle. He said like he thought it was real when he saw it back in the day, and I can see why, dude. They went all the way with it. So I give it 2 thumbs up. That 101 Films. If you're a physical media person, you're not going to want to miss it. That documentary is fantastic that they added for it. So it's amazing.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, I highly recommend it as well. I did a review of it a couple of weeks ago. Great release, great movie. Just can't say enough good things about it.
I called that out as a suggestion on one of the very first episodes of Sausage Factory I was on when you were looking for suggestions for Halloween.
Yep.
So I'm just glad people are finally being able to see this film.
Yeah, it's a real deal.
Yeah,
it's so good. Like above my movie shelf, I put like my home run titles. That 101 Films release, it's up there. It's really nice. I mean, it's a really nice release. Yeah,
it's out now, Jeff. It's out now. You can. I I'm sure it's on Amazon. So look it up, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else seen anything good, bad, and different recently? What about you, Ghost?
Yeah, I saw. I'm late to the game on this one, as usual. But Barbarian, I saw.
Okay.
Which I thought was really, really, really awesome. It was one of those things where everyone says don't go into it completely blind, just don't know anything about it whatsoever, and which has kind of been the way I've been trying to approach movies these days. And this one in particular, I couldn't agree more with that sentiment. It was just I just thought it was awesome. I mean, it wasn't an amazing film, but it was a great experience. And I watched it at home, actually. I didn't even get to see it in the theater, but I watched it at home. I just thought it was unique. It had a real cool tension to it that didn't put me off. Because sometimes movies like that can be a little grim. It can be just kind of too much for me. I don't know. But this one, even though it had some really scary moments, I thought it was really, really well done. So I was happy with that one. And what was the other one I saw? It's not a horror movie, but Triangle of Sadness. I don't know if you've.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, I had a good time with it, especially that ending.
See, the thing was, I thought it was just too long. Like I thought the concept was good, and the thing that drew me to it was when what they were saying, like, oh, there's this scene where everybody on the ship who are just, all just kind of like the elites of the day, and they end up, getting sick and just throwing up everywhere. And I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be awesome. I want to see that. Who doesn't want to see that? Just seeing all those kind of people just like in the most uncomfortable situation ever. But even that was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't as crazy as they were making it sound, but I liked it overall. I just thought it was too long. I thought like you said you liked the ending, but the last 40 minutes, I think they could have cut all of that out and it still would have been just as good a movie. It's just too long, but I'd recommend seeing it because I can definitely see. I mean, you liked it, so I mean, there's an audience for it for sure.
Yeah, it's a good double with the menu, kind of hitting some of the same messages there. I think the menu's probably a little more broader appeal, but
yeah,
I dug it.
Let's see how. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I'm seeing Bones and All tomorrow, so I don't know. That might be good. Good director.
Not heard of that. Bones and All.
Another cannibal movie. Cannibal movies are in right now. I've reviewed 5 cannibal movies the last month.
Yeah, what's going on with cannibal movies?
I also saw what was it, the Weird Al movie? Have you guys seen that?
I don't mean to.
The documentary?
It's not a documentary. It's not the real story.
No.
There are elements that are true, but then he just embellishes it like crazy, which I liked. I mean, it was in brand with Weird Al. I mean, that's kind of how it had to play out, I think. But it was fun. I like that one. And what was the other one? Oh, that I saw that Joe Bob said that Christmas Story thing, and it's weird because I'm looking at reviews online and people enjoying it, surprised they like it. I thought it was god awful. I can't believe it. It is so bad, and it's not even that like the cinematography was good and the production design, like they did a good job at all that kind of stuff. Like it really did feel like you were back at that house, but it felt like you were in the same movie again because it really was. It was just scene after scene after scene. It was just the same thing over and over. Like, what was it? The one that comes to mind is, when Ralphie, in the original, when they're at the department store outside, looking in the green and all that stuff. I mean, they do it to it. It's got to be the exact same script from what I'm seeing, at least in parts. So yeah, I don't know. It's cool. People like it, but I think it's just kind of a comfortable thing because if you really look at it, with a critical eye, it's the same damn movies as before.
It's kind of tough to replace Bob Clark too, and it feels like a lightning's probably not going to strike twice movie, but I haven't checked it out yet, so I don't know.
I saw a great comment that said, what was it? So it was just like, listen, in the first one, it was great because it was Ralphie and he's a kid and he's the narrator. And it's charming and it's cool and cute and all that stuff. But now it's Ralphie as an adult and you're just hearing this middle-aged man just complaining about stuff and da-da-da. It's like, why are we listening to this? It's just none of the charm is there anymore as far as I'm concerned.
Well, there's an interesting name. Surprisingly, there's like 25 different producers on the project, but one name leaps off at you, and that name is Mark Toberoff. So he had his hand in the Christmas Story Christmas as well.
He's gonna have a part of every long-running franchise and every IP that has value known to man because he's the biggest parasite on the planet. Off the soapbox.
Is he like the reboot king or something? I've heard the name, but I can't place it.
He's a copyright lawyer that is exploiting the copyright reversion law in order to get a piece of all these IPs. So if you want a reason there hasn't been a Friday the 13th in 12 years, his name's Mark Toberoff. If you want a reason why Predator movies are now being made for streaming services, the name is Mark Toberoff. We can keep going. Why isn't Hellraiser theatrical? Mark Toberoff.
Nice. I'll put him in my Rolodex.
It's just
Yeah,
I'd hate to spend $15 on a movie ticket for half of those anyway.
Yeah, but he's a scumbag.
So I just looked up Mark to see what he's got in the works. According to IMDb, of course, Crystal Lake. He's got something called Play Dirty, and he's also in on the Hellraiser TV series as well.
Wow.
Hellraiser TV series.
He has a part of everything going forward. When he reverted the rights for the Barker, he's a producer from now on.
Dude, I ain't got time to watch all this shit. Like every time you bring up TV, I don't have the time. I work 50 hours a week. Who's got time to watch all this TV crap? Are you kidding me? Friday the 13th, of course, I'm going to make time. That's an exception. At least I'm going to start out that way. But all this TV stuff, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Like, that's why I can't say I like Terrifier 2 is like, I really liked it. It's too long. I don't care. It's too damn long. 2.5 hours? Like, really? Come on, man. If that movie would have been 1 hour and 30, it'd have been the best movie for me this year. But not 2.5 hours.
Well, you're going to see that the stuff that goes streaming, they want it to be long so that they can say, well, people have watched 1 million hours of Netflix this month, and it looks good to the shareholders and everything. It's just they're just making longer stuff.
Yeah, because watch time is the new clicks.
It's the same on YouTube too.
Yeah.
There's two time frames for people: 10 seconds or 2 hours. So that's why we all do these streams now. That's the landscape of YouTube. I finally gave in. I don't really like streaming that much, but I finally gave in. It's like, dude, that helps your channel. You got to stream. You got to do long form stuff, and that's why I'm also doing shorts, because that's the attention span people have. They don't want to watch a 7-minute video. Who wants to watch a 7-minute video now? You want to watch 10 seconds or 2 hours? It's weird how it's like that now. But
they're paying out content creators on Netflix and the streaming services based on total minutes watched. So yeah, there's every incentive to make things too long and draw things out. It's a bad business model ultimately, but it's going to be what we're going to deal with for the next decade. So.
Yeah.
Dude, what sucks though? I just finished this show called Mindhunter, and it's probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen on Netflix.
It is awesome.
And then Sydney was telling me that Netflix was like, it doesn't have enough viewers. The show costs a lot of money to make. We're not going to renew it for now. It's in an indefinite hiatus. And it's just like, dude, then they come up with all this other crap. Who wants to watch Sherlock Holmes' granddaughter played by Millie Bobby Jr. whatever? They make a second one of that. Who's watching that? Really?
Somebody watched it, I guess. Enough people watched it to justify a part 2, I guess. I don't know.
Flesh Wound. I watched your review of the Hellraiser series. That was the franchise. That was really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I was quite impressed with your collection too of the comics, your figures. I mean, you were pulling out everything it was pretty impressive.
Funny thing about that podcast, I mean, you can't go forever, but I had like 65 pages of notes, and I think I got through like half of it, if that. So yeah, but thank you. It's a good.
Yeah,
it
I
was
remember
fun.
you were going into the history, and it was like, I got to keep going. I got to, we got to get to these movies.
Yeah. Do you like the new one?
I have not seen that yet. No.
Okay, it's kind of mixed, leaning towards positive for people.
I was thinking about ordering the book first and reading it to see how close it is to that newer movie, but the book's kind of expensive. I think now they did like a re-release where it's like $15, but
How about Heart novella? That's what you're
Yeah.
after? There's
Yeah.
a paperback. You can
Yeah.
order off Amazon. It's going to be like less than $7.
really? Okay.
If you just want to read it, yeah. And like the ebook, even less if you go that route.
Have y'all read that?
Oh,
Back in the day, yeah.
yeah.
Is it a pretty easy read or?
I wouldn't say Barker is an easy read ever, but I would say that it's always compelling. I always tell people, like, get through the first 3 paragraphs and you're fine because you get the cadence of his writing. But from the outside, it's very British in construction.
I think I like his writing. I think there's definitely some very elegant writing. But which one are you going to read again, Swaggy? I'm sorry.
Which one do I want to read?
Yeah.
The Hellbound Heart.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one to kind of That's one you can read in one sitting.
Oh wow. Okay. Good deal. Yeah.
Just pick up the Books of Blood and that, and you're pretty much set for Barker. I mean, I don't mean to be dismissive, but the rest of it's basically fantasy. So if you want his horror output, that's what you should do.
Yeah. Books of Blood is essential.
Oh, the first 3 volumes are so good.
Yeah.
I stole Jeremy's. I think it's volume 1 that has Midnight Meat Train on it because I wanted to read Midnight Meat Train, so I kind of swiped it when he had his back turned.
There's a great trade paperback of the first 3 volumes as an omnibus. It's like $20. It's awesome. And that came out in, I think, 2020.
Cool. Very
I'm
cool.
gonna get that then. Books of Blood or Book of Blood?
Books of Blood.
Books.
I mean, if you read Barker Books of Blood into Amazon search engine, it's coming up. I mean,
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up. There we go. I'm not hearing anything on the ghost end. So I think we might have taken care of that issue.
That's so weird. I hear it on my headphones though. Anyway, sorry about that.
No worries. No worries.
Do you guys want to talk about this was something that I talked about briefly on my Bloodstream last time, and that was Disney is apparently in financial hardships or undergoing financial hardships. They fired their president, what's his name, Chapek, and they brought back Bob Iger.
Yep.
Is this them waving the flag that maybe we've overdone the Marvel stuff and we've overdone the Star Wars stuff and
Chapek's only been there a little over a year, so all that stuff you're disliking was all Iger. So no.
Oh, okay.
I expect 0 change.
Yeah, and you will receive it, Christian, in abundance.
And I won't watch any of it still.
Yeah. But they're saying that the issue is Disney Plus. That Disney Plus is not is not paying off what they're putting into it, and of course they're dumping major money into it. Because they've lost $6 billion. How do you lose $6 billion?
Well, they got 6 billion Star Wars adaptations now on there, so I can kind of see it. It's just a little too much for me. I crap on Star Wars a lot. I am actually a fan of the original trilogy. It's just I don't know. At this point, we're getting like the Jabba the Hutt's hookers are getting their own spin-off. I don't know. It's getting a little, yeah. I might watch that one. But.
Well, if you think about it, so like Disney have this catalog of probably 200 titles that are dead, die-in-the-wool, reliable moneymakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and year after year, there's a new generation comes up every 14 years. It's a completely new generation that needs to buy all of them, right? And that's how it's been since all of us have been alive, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, now you get them all for $15 a month, right? One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not a good business model. Again, for a studio like them, they're just absolutely devouring themselves. The other thing is the theme parks are way down because COVID basically cut off their life supply there. So yeah, they're reeling because all their investments were experiential, and no one's experienced anything for 3 years.
Mm.
And now they're streaming everything that they used to have to buy a copy off of Amazon and have it shipped to their house one by one by one. Now you get it all for a flat fee. It's really, for a different studio or for a company that was licensing all this stuff, it would make good sense. For Disney, they're going to have to either charge more, or they're going to have to figure out, they're going to have to rotate titles off a lot more often. Something's going to have to give.
I think they are going to go up in their subscription service.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's go up a lot to make up the difference, though.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember what it was going to be, but I got an email about it. And I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but yeah, that content that they're putting out is just below average. Well, besides The Mandalorian, that's pretty good, but
whenever anyone brings up The Mandalorian, I always remember Gremlins 2, when Clamp is talking about making gizmos that can go have suction cups and be put on windows, because that's basically Baby Yoda, right? That's basically it. So to me, it's just a completely cynical bullshit. Again, trying to make money off the Star Wars thing.
It's so cute, though. Baby Yoda's so cute.
It's not.
Yes, he is.
He's
so cute. He's so cute. And when he saves the Mandalorian from being killed by that big thing, like he lifts it up with the Force. I mean, that's just so sweet. And Lauren, you trying to tell me when Luke showed up at the end of the first season, you didn't bawl your eyes out?
And so you just said when Luke shows up, I was unaware that happened.
Okay. When he showed up,
and I probably would have been just as happy without ever knowing that knowledge.
I want to put Lauren in
two
charge
Star Wars
of
films.
Disney. We need to put you in charge of Disney.
Oh, it'd be endless Old Yeller and the Rescuers remakes. Maybe Escape from Witch Mountain with a downer ending.
What would be your
Baby
first
Yoda
objective?
kids dead first.
You know what I would do? I would just, honestly, you know what I'd do? I'd pull Nightmare Before Christmas off of everywhere. It would be gone. It'd go in the vault just to piss off the Hot Topic store buyers. That's it. No more licensing, nothing.
Wow.
You wouldn't re-release Black Cauldron?
Oh, absolutely. Like every week.
Yeah.
But I would leave the incomplete animation scenes in it.
If you did that, Lauren, half of Hot Topic would just be barren.
It'd be gone. They'd have to fill it with Corpse Bride merchandise, which no one wants.
No, nobody wants Corpse Bride. It's all Jack Skellington or nothing at all.
That's
Lauren's
right.
going to Thanos snap the Hot Topic.
I honestly just, I think that Disney is weird because to me, it's like if the classic animation years, right? So take that up to like, I don't know, 79, right? They were one thing. And you include Wide World of Disney in there with the live action, and then all the tearjerker stuff and the family dramas they were producing. Seals getting clubbed at the end of family movies. It was all there. That's a real thing that happened, by the way. But then you look at from the 80s onward, they've become something completely different and completely, I don't know. It feels like they're intentionally trying to build a society around them rather than entertain the society that they're inside. And I think that that's a pretty evil thing. So my apologies to Nightmare Before Christmas fans, but you don't need this much of it.
People forget with Disney. I mean, watch Black Hole. Like, you would never get that in modern.
That's
Disney.
the most rapey Disney film.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a lot of people just haven't gone back. And of course, I mean, my childhood, I mean, I'm not that old, but the Ray Bradbury adaptations, and there's some really good stuff from that, like you said, pre-80s era.
For me, it was when Cheetah Girls 2 just wasn't as good as the first. That's when I checked out.
What the fuck is a cheetah girl?
Prequel to Cat People.
There you go.
That sounds even worse than I imagined.
What's going on, Brian Trash, out in the chat? Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Brian.
We do some shout outs here while take a little moment to decompress from the Disney talk. We got Good Morning Chan in the chat. We got Cliff Booth in the chat. He says Chapek was responsible, or Chapek, however you pronounce that, for the false scarcity that is the Disney Vault.
But they used to put the VHS titles out of circulation, like in rotation too. That's not new.
Yeah.
We got Joe Reese in the chat hanging out with us tonight.
One thing I think that hurt them a lot too was the live action ones that they've done have not been very good. Have they, redo the Aladdin or the Lion King? Those were just not very good.
God, I didn't know they did Aladdin.
What's up?
I don't think a single one of those has been good.
Yeah. I mean, because the Aladdin had Will Smith as the genie. That was kind of a, big deal.
They missed an opportunity there to have Sinbad in the role, because then they could have right pay off all that that nostalgia for something that didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything's looked just wretched to me lately. I catch glimpses from my nieces and everything, and I don't know. I think the last one they at least they said they liked a lot was the Beauty and the Beast movie, but I don't know. Nothing looked great. Oh, Chester, I reviewed Amityville Thanksgiving. You don't do it.
Hold on. Hold on. I've got. This may be the most Amityville of all Amityville movies, and that's Amityville Theater.
I thought that was Heather. I was like, Amityville Heather. Oh shit.
There is Amityville Karen.
What about Amityville Heathers?
There you go.
Hey. Hewing too close to holy ground there.
Wow.
You put it out into the universe, it's gonna
happen now. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
The worst one I've seen is what really sucks about this. I had the idea, I was like, nobody's ever reviewed all of them, the non-official ones. And then I found out another podcast did. So now we're doing it for no reason because we're not the first. And Amityville Mount Misery Road. That is a candidate for worst movie ever. And I don't throw that out lightly, but it is
so bad it's good or just not entertaining at all.
Let me ask you this.
So bad you would rather just take a razor to your nutsack.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I basically had that happen by a medical professional.
That's right.
There you go. Well, you got off easy. What?
Has there been a Christmas Amityville movie yet?
Which one?
Has there been a Christmas Amityville movie made yet?
Yes.
Because I just had the idea to do Amityville Elves. That sounds like a feature classic in the making.
Stick to the 89 movie, probably there. But yeah, Mount Misery Road. I think pretty much anything with Sean C. Phillips is cursed at this point. And I was in the movie with him.
Today, see what things came out. Today, see what things came on sale.
Wait, so he's done 2 Amityville movies, right?
I think he's done 2 and working on 2 others. In Amityville Thanksgiving, he's just in it with some guy named Enrique who's playing his lover. And it has nothing to do with the movie. It's just a 10-minute scene talking about body hair. That is a thing in Amityville Thanksgiving.
Lovely.
Don't. It'll spoil your holiday.
So how is it not titled Hamityville?
Everybody's grabbing everything Amityville. an Amityville Leprechaun. There's, and it sucks because Todd said, like, well, we started it, we got to finish it, so we're gonna watch all of these damn things.
Amityville window treatment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Amityville colorectal exam. You know, that'll be a good one.
Hey guys.
Jeez.
You may get it.
Oh God. Let's not give-
colonoscopy.
Yeah, there you go. Amityville colonoscopy.
It's more painful than a refused hug.
Eh. Oh God. What's the world coming to? Well, let's talk about we've got Thanksgiving is day after tomorrow. Let's talk about some movies from this year or Blu-ray releases, what have you, that we are thankful for. Our most thankful the movies that we're most thankful for from this year. What do you say? I'm going to start with Ghost. What are some of the movies or physical media releases that you are the most thankful for from this year?
You caught him off guard. He puckered up there.
Yeah, that's
Exactly. Well, the very first thing that came to mind was the physical release of Phantom of the Mall.
Oh,
And I guess my take is I had never seen it before, and it was one of those films that was always in the back of my mind. I'm like, I gotta see it. So I was really excited when Vinegar Syndrome announced it, and yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was it kind of falls into that category of like time capsule movies, I guess, for me. Like that's kind of like the main enjoyment I got out of it, besides campiness. So yeah, in terms of physical media, I guess that's probably the one I'm thankful for.
technically, I think that came out last year, but it was such a great release. Don't worry about it. It was a great release.
Aha. Okay, come back to me. I'm gonna think of something.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Dan. Dan, what are some of your favorite movies and physical media releases of this year?
Movie wise, I think it's actually been a really, really good year. Probably my favorites. Most didn't have wide theatrical releases, but The Wasteland on Netflix, definitely, I think, the most underseen film this year. I think a lot more people should check it out. I absolutely love The Wasteland. Moloch, which you can watch on Shudder. Saloom, which you can also check out on Shudder. One that is available on Blu-ray now that I just got in today, Hatching. That's a pretty safe bet. Pretty much everybody I've recommended this one to has enjoyed it quite a lot. I really dug that. Resurrection with Rebecca Hall, which Lauren did a great video actually on his channel about that movie recently. The Innocents. I always harp on superhero movies, but it's kind of a dark, I guess you could say, prequel to a superhero story. The Cursed, definitely the best theatrical horror movie I've seen this year so far. And one thing that I thought was cool, for as long as I've been podcasting or radio, I guess, back in the day, we ended up on a Blu-ray, which is just so cool. Christmas Cruelty from Unearthed Films. Don't know if I can compare it to Moloch, but it's, do you want an extreme Christmas story? And we're all over the documentary on this, which was really cool. If you're a fan of American movie, just the doc on this is some people that I didn't even know existed, some physical media stores out there. It's very wild how these two guys from Norway, Pitt and Raymond, got this made and the journey that it's taken them on. So even if you don't like the movie, you might like the documentary. And it's a pretty wild 10 minutes. If you're sensitive, it pretty much every trigger you can imagine in the first 10 minutes. So you'll know if it's for you or not.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. What about you, Christian?
I'm really drawing a blank on like movies this year, but like physical media. I got to give it up to the Texas Chainsaw 2 for sure from Vinegar.
Mhm.
I had a good time going through all my Paranormal Activity films and my box set for that. Tenebrae was good. I think that was this
Mhm.
year, earlier this
It
year.
was.
That was really good. Yeah. I'm sure there's a few more. I'm kind of drawing a blank. I gotta watch this. Apparently, it's a big deal. Heartland of Darkness.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
kind of Lost Linnea Quigley film or something, but it's
mhm.
shot on video. Can't be that good, right? It's
There's
shot
some
on video.
there's some good shot on video movies.
I know.
Don't discount it just because it's shot on video.
Okay. I gotta wait, but MVD sent me that, so I gotta watch that and review that. But probably my favorite release of the year is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 because Vinegar Syndrome, they packed it to the gills. The whole second disc was nothing but new special features, which is awesome. So I got to give it to that for my favorite release.
What about you, Giant Chris?
So I'm not going to be. I'll say I'm thankful for a movie, but it's not one I enjoyed that much. So I'm thankful for Halloween Ends for showing how a middle movie should be in a trilogy, but it was the ending movie. It was fucking terrible.
Okay. I thought you were going to say I'm thankful for Halloween Ends because it ended.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, the movie could have been better if Michael had been, if they'd have pulled like a Marley, like he was dead to begin with. It'd been a way better movie, in my opinion. But I don't know. I didn't see too many movies this year. I've been kind of busy. And most movies I did see really weren't that great. Like Scream 5, Halloween. Actually, no, Black Phone was really good. I like Black Phone.
Okay. I think I saw Sam behind you. Does she want to throw out some movies that she's thankful for this year? You can't hide, Sam.
I've seen mostly garbage, but I don't understand why Chris isn't thankful for Firestarter. What a great remake that was.
I've heard good things.
Well, they killed the cat was the funniest thing, but
yeah. I actually saw Choose or Die, and I really enjoyed that. I'm like, damn, I wish I had gotten around to that sooner. Resurrection was also very good too. So those two come to mind right now, but I still have a lot left before end of the year.
Okay, cool. Are you guys? Do you guys collect the physical media?
not really.
Okay.
I'm not much of a physical media person. It came from moving too much when I was younger.
No, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. But actually, I will say I'm actually thankful for filling in the gaps for horror movies, because there's a lot of Friday the 13th movies I missed, and I watched them all this year, so I've seen everyone. So I didn't see before this year. I didn't see 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I watched them all now, so I can rank them all now to like them.
Okay, cool. So you all right, that's good. That's awesome. Nice.
What ranks is your favorite?
It's between X and 6, and then right after that is 4.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, great. I only dislike one Friday the 13th, and that's Jason Goes to Hell. So it's a pretty solid franchise for me. I'm not going to defend them all, but yeah, that's the only one. I think Jay the Stingray, did a commentary, and I watched it again for the first time in years, and I still hate that movie. I don't know. That one doesn't do anything for me.
Is it just because it goes off the rails so much?
Off the rails is usually a good thing for me, but no, it's a good opening. But other than that, I don't know. That movie just doesn't work for me
It
at
does
all.
kind of slog on, but I was actually more bored with 7.
Oh, okay, New Blood. All right.
Yeah, because it's Carrie versus Jason.
7 continues to just dive and dive and dive and dive. I'll probably never watch it again because I don't want it to dive any further.
And
it's almost to the point of being. There's currently 2 I don't like, and it's getting close to being 3, so I'm going to stop watching it.
Is 7? Is it? What's Jason Takes Manhattan?
That's 8.
That's one of the 2 I already don't like.
Yeah,
That's rough.
Mm-hmm. I will say 5 gets too much shit because 5 was actually kind of fun.
Nah, it's a piece of shit.
It's awesome.
It's a fun piece of shit.
I kind of like
It's a
5
piece of
too.
shit.
It's like middle of the road for me of listening.
How can you not like 5? I mean, my God.
Because I'm sentient.
You're sensitive? Okay, I get it. I got it. Movie's just too hot, too sleazy.
Oh, I'm
for your
sorry. I have to use
sensitive.
vocabulary that's taught in Kentucky public schools. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I was going to tell you.
In Idaho tonight.
I know, Jesus Christ. I met someone from Friday the 13th Part 7 at Scarefest. I won't say who, but I was having them sign my
It wasn't
mini
the lake
poster.
water?
What was that?
It wasn't just the lake water, just kind of being boring over there.
No. But I put my poster down in front of them, and they were just kind of like, I think they just got there. Maybe they were jet lagged. Maybe they were stoned. I don't know. But I was like, okay. Well, I can't say what movie they've just been in because that'll give it away. But I asked, like, oh, well, how was that? How'd that movie go? And then they went, I can't sign and talk at the same time. And I went,
Or act.
yeah. I went, oh, all righty then. So that was the end of my conversation with this person. It was not Terry Kaiser. Terry Kaiser is awesome.
Yeah, he's
So
cool.
Terry Kaiser is the man.
You know,
But-
one thing I am thankful for, Piz, are the Friday the 13th fan films.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those are, for what they are, you know, they're pretty entertaining. You know, obviously Never Hike Alone, that was a big hit. And, but like those fans have really kept that. What was the last one? Bloodlines or something like that.
Gosh, there's been so many. The ones that Vincente DeSanti did, Never Hike Alone, Never Hike in the Snow, are really good.
What was the one that brought back Park Lincoln?
What was that one?
That was
called?
the most recent one I've seen.
I don't remember what that one was called. Something. I think it was called Bloodlines or something like that. Actually,
Yeah, Friday Vengeance Bloodlines or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Jason Rising was also a really good fan film. But yeah, there's so many. It's hard to keep track of nowadays. There for a while, it was like everybody and their brother was crowdfunding to make their own Friday the 13th fan film. What's up, Chris? How are you doing, man?
What's going on, guys?
We got another
What
Chris.
up?
Oh, Chris, nice.
I can vouch that this Chris is also quite tall. So we have two rather tall Chris's in
This is comparatively though. I'm smaller, so I'm small Chris.
Yeah.
How tall is Giant Chris?
I'm 6'11".
So he's damn near 7 feet tall.
Yeah, like
You put shoes on, yeah.
Can.
Yeah, that's a regular can in his hand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Andy, how you doing, man?
Good. How are y'all?
Doing pretty good. Just hanging out, shooting the bull.
What are we talking about?
We're giving thanks, for Lorne and how much he hates people from the South. No, we're
Just
showing
people from the South. Don't be closed-minded.
We're showing we're talking about movies and physical media releases that we're thankful for from this year.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'll give you a minute or two to kind of think about
Well, I mean, I already know.
Okay, well, go shoot.
I'm thankful for Return of the Living Dead this year.
The 4K?
Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh yeah.
Jacko.
Okay.
Visual Vengeance in general and what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Heartland of Darkness
Okay.
and Invisible Maniac.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm excited about Invisible Maniac.
It's been a good year.
I did pre-order today. I'm so happy. John Russo's Santa Claus from Terror Vision.
Oh, yeah.
It's a horrible movie. It's a horrible movie. But I'm so glad it's getting a 4K scan. Like, who would have ever thought John Russo's Santa Claus would get a 4K scan. I mean, my God. I had it was as soon as it went live, I pre-ordered it. I had to have it.
SOV horror is in this year. People, yeah.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
What I love about Visual Vengeance and yeah, they're doing awesome stuff with these, shot on video, obscure shot on video movies. And yeah, I mean, they're kicking ass. I love them, and they include stuff like, I was showing this off on my stream the other night, but I mean, you get a Heart of Darkness prayer towel. I mean, they give you a Heartland of Darkness prayer towel. No, I mean, I'm sorry, a prayer cloth, not a prayer towel, a prayer cloth. So
I'm worried what some fans are going to use that for, but.
Well, yeah, there are a couple of moments in this featuring Linnea Quigley. So
you've already watched it, Piz?
Yes, my review will be out probably tomorrow or the next day, and I'm going to be. I've got an extra one here. I'm going to be giving away, brand new. So if you're interested in getting one for free, keep an eye out for my review.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's why Chris brought 27 copies of the movie.
Yeah.
Linnea.
Gotta support. Gotta support him too. Yeah. And listen, this was Linnea. This was like, she is so cute in Heartland of Darkness too. Like, she's at just peak levels of cuteness here. And what's funny is, like, you find out on the making of, she was sick as a dog the whole time. So even sick as a dog, she was like, super cute.
I always get excited when a rare movie like this comes out. Oftentimes I should know better. But anytime it's something either lost or mostly lost, essentially lost, that I haven't seen, I'm excited. I'm let down more often than not, but I am excited. So I look forward to that one too. I've got it pre-ordered.
And I'm guessing everybody's going to be dropping some major coin during the Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday
event.
I'm going to try not to this year. I'm going to try to practice self-control.
Okay. All right. I think just about everything I want, I think I've already got pre-ordered. And curious about what their mystery titles are going to be. So that's what I'm curious about.
Well, also, and speaking of Linnea and Terror Vision, they're releasing the horror workout too. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is right.
I think it's very honorable that you guys are supporting senior citizens the way you are.
Hey, whoa. Don't talk about her like that.
Can't survive easily on Social Security,
I think she does pretty good at those conventions.
Hey, and I'll say it, she's still hot in person. Oh man, she's freaking beautiful still.
I'm more of a Michelle Bauer fan.
I'm a Brent Stevens guy.
No.
I mean, those three. I mean, I wouldn't put down anybody for having a preference of any of those three.
What was that movie they were all in? I know there was. I think there's at least a
Nightmare
couple of movies.
Sisters.
Nightmare Sisters. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, that and Sorority Babes are the two movies they're in together. All three.
I think so. Michelle Bauer was in Chainsaw Hookers too with Linnea, right?
Yeah, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers.
But Brink wasn't in that one.
There's a good documentary about them, Screaming with High Heels. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that at all.
Oh yeah.
But it's just about those three women and their career. It's pretty good.
Where can you see that at?
Makeflix has it, Chris, on Blu-ray. Yeah.
That was how I got it on Blu-ray. Yeah, that was how I watched it. I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Chris is going to be picking that one up right after the stream. No doubt about that.
The budget goes up. I said last year, I'm like, I'm not going to spend as much this year. And I just kept adding to my order and it got ridiculous. So I just prepped this year. I've been getting like gift cards, just sending them to myself. So I'm still spending the money.
Sending them to yourself?
Yeah. Just the digital cards. I've got them all in my email folder ready to activate. So.
He also sends Christmas cards to himself, though, just so he has something to fill out the mail.
So serial killer movies start.
Yeah.
Amityville.
There you go.
Oh,
Amityville Christmas card.
Chris, not to put you on the spot, but you got to watch a holiday classic for the first time ever. The best Nazi experiment, killer elf, whatever the hell you want to call it movie. Yes, Elves from '89. What did you think?
If nobody's seen it, I highly recommend it. It is already a classic for me.
It is a piece of crap, but it is a unique piece of crap.
The monster, because I love rubber monsters, okay, but this monster is like just kind of like a doll that somebody's like, and sometimes that's the best thing, but like his mouth is not, or his face is not, like, it doesn't move. I think his eyes move, but like when he's like chewing on something, it's just somebody like putting the doll's mouth on whatever it is, and
and this is the wrong genre for that.
There's a Nazi like subplot. There's incest.
That is wild.
It has everything. So.
I may have to revisit that sometime this holiday season. Did it ever get a Blu-ray or anything, or is it still lost on VHS?
I hear the materials are lost, and it's just But then again, I've heard that before, and then there's the Blu-rays. So I don't know. You can actually, I think, see Dan Haggerty's soul die in that movie. Like you see the exact moment it happens.
He's not giving it too much enthusiasm.
No.
He just got a bottle of whiskey with the elf puppet. It's just like, I was Grizzly Adams, you know.
Yeah. You know, in between takes, he was just like, whenever they called cut, he was just like, blah, 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 blah. All right, that's good.
Living his best Orson Welles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh God. Elves. I think I will revisit that this holiday season.
Don't do that.
Good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
That puppet, though. You're completely right. It's just like, I don't know.
Kind of like Rawhead Rex trying to close his mouth.
Exactly. Well, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's worse than that. The shootout,
but they had some money for Rawhead Rex and they still couldn't get it done. Okay.
Yeah.
That is true. But the shootout, you've got Nazis, you've got an elf running around, you've got Santa Claus, like all just a shootout in this store. It's awful, but I think you can watch it on YouTube. You kind of just have to see it once at least.
I gotta describe one scene where this was probably one of my favorite parts, where Dan Haggerty jumps out of his car because there's a bomb in it. Mind you, a loose bomb that he could have thrown out, but instead he like sets it down and jumps out of the car. and then some guy pulls up and like gets out to look at like this fiery explosion, and he comes out of the side of the screen and knocks the dude out. And he like pulls him up. He's like, "What are you, a Nazi? Is that your elf?" And then it just cuts to the next thing. It's awesome.
Oh, jeez. Thank goodness. Lauren, what are some movies that you're the most thankful for from this year?
Well, I gotta tell you, like Dan like stole most of my thunder here, so a lot of this is gonna be pretty repetitive. Best movie of the year is Saloon by far. It's just a stone cold cinema classic, not even a horror classic. It is a horror film, but it's an amazing film. It's one of the best things I've seen in many years. This was a year where a lot of stuff kept coming out that I thought was going to be in the top spot. The Wasteland, or El Paramo, at the beginning of the year, I thought nothing was going to take it down because I love nihilist cinema and it is as dark as things get. But it ended up in fourth place for me, so it was a good year. Moloch, just my favorite folk horror film of all time. Came out this year. Moloch is amazing. It completely works. The Cursed is a great werewolf film. I would put it up there with the best of them. I think it's also really cool that it's both a period piece and feels completely original. That's that's a crazy combination. The fact that it got a wide release is amazing. It didn't do anything, but it got a wide release. Hatching, unbelievable film. Just deserves all the praise you could throw at it. But also, I mean, whoa.
I just wanted to show everybody how great that profile picture is. I'm sorry, Lauren.
That's okay.
It's a beautiful picture, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
I really liked The Northman a lot. It ended up a lot lower on my list than I thought it was because, again, I kept seeing films and think this is going to be high. But it's pretty amazing. There was only 2 American films that really made my list this year, and it was one of them. So, Decade, my favorite action film of all time, came out of India this year. If you have been hungry for a real action film, this is it. Forget John Wick. Just forget it. There's nothing in John Wick that's not done 100 times better. In Decade, it is a wild ass film, and I showed it to people in Kentucky. The room was chilling.
Yep, we watched it with the bunch of us at Scarefest, and it really is. It really is.
I'd like to know where you got a Decade shirt, though. Where'd you get that?
That's a very closely guarded secret. Men came out from A24 this year, and I loved it. I think it's one of their greatest like poetic horror films. Definitely a film that a couple watches to get all the nuance out of, but I think it's amazing. Millie came out just a couple weeks ago. Went to the theater to see it. It's a great Indian suspense film. We don't get suspense films anymore. Amazing film about a retail worker who gets locked into an industrial freezer overnight and has to figure out how to survive. Talk about a ticking clock movie. It's this. It's cut between her in the freezer trying to figure out ways to stay warm enough to survive, and her family and friends not understanding what happened because there's plausible reasons why they wouldn't be looking for her, and they're all different reasons. Like all the characters have all different reasons, and they finally have to decode what has happened and try and get there on time. Amazing film. Like as good suspense as anything Hitchcock ever put out. So it's been and Dubara, it would be the round out my top 10 for the year, a remake of the film Mirage. And it's kind of the perfect remake because it took a flawed film and made a great film out of it. And that's what remakes should really be doing, as opposed to taking great titles that can't be improved on, and then we make some shallow version that is easy to swallow for American audiences. In this case, we get something a little bit more exotic, but with better performances, with the plot holes closed, that works dramatically and has a big ending that's finally pays off the story. So all in all, this was a great damn year for movies for me. And I think my lesson was reinforced this year that if you look outside the boundaries of your local cinema, you'll do a lot better and be a lot happier. Because theatrically, I think there was a lot of crap this year. A lot of crap. And I'm just not going to watch crap anymore. I'm old crap that I'm nostalgic for. I'm not going to turn away from, obviously. But like new stuff that comes out that I know is going to be bad, I'm not giving it dollars anymore. I'm just not. So I'm thankful that all this stuff is available if you look.
Will you accept a digital code for Halloween Ends?
No.
Will you accept this if I send this to you?
Before I'll accept that over Halloween Ends, yeah.
I think if you watched Halloween Ends, you would like it at least better than the other ones. Just saying.
But that's the problem. There's too much good stuff coming out all the time for me to spend time on something I know I'm going to dislike.
True.
It's just not worth it anymore. And it's been 24 years since I've liked a Halloween movie. Why would I go back to that well in hopes, fingers crossed, toes crossed, that this one changes that? That just doesn't make any sense. Like, that's a big chunk of my life. 24 years, right?
But wait a minute. Resurrection came out 20 years ago.
Yes, it did.
I'm not following.
Swaggy. I couldn't follow Resurrection, so we're even.
Swaggy, have I asked you what movies you're thankful for?
Y'all named a lot of stuff that I'm really impressed with. The one physical media that I picked up was New York Ninja. Are any of y'all familiar with that?
Oh yeah,
Vinegar
Haven't
Syndrome.
seen
Yeah.
it.
Yes, that was like it was never made, and they found the canisters, and they had to dub the voices. I actually think they used Linnea Quigley as one of the characters on there. But it's things like that that really draw my attention. I think another one was Suburban Sasquatch.
Now, that is good trash right there. You watch that with a room full of people, you're golden. I'll take that over Halloween Ends any day too.
It's just like those kind of movies. I really, obviously, the independent stuff that y'all mentioned are really good. But I'm thankful for those kind of releases too. That get some attention.
Yeah, right on.
So one thing real fast, Swaggy, my culture is not your movie. Thank you.
Good deal.
I did want to say, Piz, that the best physical media release of the year is the Film Detective's remaster of The Bat.
Oh yeah.
It is hands down the most amazing, restoration of a film that well deserves it. I mean, if you're a Vincent Price fan, you can't go wrong. And it's cheap; doesn't cost a lot.
A good Christmas movie that made me think whenever you're talking about elves. Have any of y'all seen Rare Exports?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's actually pretty. I don't think that's an American film. I don't believe so.
No.
Like Swedish or something, isn't it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
actually pretty good. For it to be a take on Santa and elves or whatever like that.
Yeah. This is the Bat release that Lauren was talking about, and the restoration on this one is exquisite. It's beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, Film Detective doesn't get talked about a lot, in the same breath as Scream Factory or Vinegar Syndrome, but they did an amazing job on the Bat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Ghost, are you ready?
Yes. Okay, so I would say physical media wise, the two releases that have made me the happiest. One, the Christian reminded me of the Tenebrae one.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. That's probably my favorite movie of his, even though I haven't seen all of them. But what I've seen, that one's my favorite. I just love it. And it looks fantastic. And the other one is The Lost Highway from Criterion, because that movie has been just kind of, put in the back burner of physical media releases for quite a while. And then we got teased with that shitty Kino release. Was it Kino that put it out? I think it was. But anyway, the new Criterion one is fantastic. So I'm thankful for that. And in terms of theatrical, I would say, even though they're maybe not the most popular films with everybody, I guess, maybe, but I like X and Pearl, and I like them a lot too, because I just love Mia Goth, who I think is fantastic. And I didn't really know about her until these movies, and I just found her as a person very captivating. And it was just perfect, I thought, for both of those movies. So I'm thankful for those movies and for them introducing me to her, because I definitely want to follow her career a lot more. If she has.
Have you watched Cure for Wellness yet, Ghost?
What's it called?
A Cure for Wellness. I think it was her
that.
first one.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's been on my list, but I haven't seen it yet.
She was
check
also
it
in
out.
the Suspiria remake a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta ask: Are people turning on X and Pearl or something? You said I know they're not the most popular with people. I thought they
No.
were like.
I don't-
Honorable mentions for me, for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think people really like them. But I don't know. I think people. I don't know. I get the impression they still like it, but they're not as in love with it as they were at the time, especially X. But I could be totally wrong. That's just the impression that I get.
I think Pearl did a little bit of damage to X, because I do think it's a better film. It's a more compelling story, and it's going to rewatch a lot better.
Yeah.
So I think the excitement of getting something like X on the screen in America was really exciting, and it's not a perfect film, but it's it's a Ty West film, so it's really good.
Yeah.
It just has a few moments that I shake my head at, but then Pearl comes out and there's no moments where I'm shaking my head at. I'm just like, okay, this is like, as weird as it seems, the cheapy thing they made as an afterthought is the real movie.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's made it a complex conversation for people.
Yeah. It bodes very interestingly for what's the next one going to be?
Maxine.
That's right. I can't wait for that that 4K box set they'll eventually put out. I bet that's going to be a real.
And a major studio is apparently going to give Ty West some money to make something very close. That should be very close to a lot of horror fans' hearts. So
Interesting.
Leprechaun in Space 2.
It's not that. As it turns out, that's not it.
Darn. That was where I was hoping it would go. Let's see. For me, let me pull up my letterbox here because you guys mentioned pretty much just about everything that's on my list. I think The Northman is still my favorite movie of the year. That was one of the best just theater going experiences of my life. Just an incredible film, and seeing it on the big screen was just wow, so good. Cursed, I really wish that movie would have done better, that more people would have seen it, because I think it's a great werewolf movie and a period film as well. Mentioned Men, mentioned Hatching, mentioned The Innocents. I'm going to throw Terrifier 2 out there too, because I love Terrifier 2, and I was so surprised at how much I was enjoying myself while watching it, considering that I wasn't a big fan of the first movie. I really had a blast with Terrifier 2. I'm looking forward to revisiting it, as a matter of fact. And I am very thankful for Dark Glasses, because Dark Glasses proves that Argento still has it. You know, he had a downturn there, but I'm so thankful. If this is his final film, he went out. Thank God Dracula 3D is not his final film. Thank God Dracula 3D is not his final film. And Dark Glasses, Black Glasses, however it's interpreted, I really enjoyed a lot. So that may be the movie I'm the most thankful for, to be honest, because it's kind of redeemed Argento, I think, which, I mean, considering where he came from, you know, that stretch he had from Bird with the Crystal Plumage all the way up to, for me, it ends with Opera, but a lot of people love Stendhal Syndrome.
Stendhal, yeah.
You know, I'll throw, you know, I'll give you Stendhal Syndrome, but after that, I mean, just
it gets rough.
It gets really rough. And Dracula 3D is like, if you watch Suspiria and Dracula 3D back to back, you'd be like, no, the same guy did not direct this.
You would think that Dracula 3D was the early work of the director who grew into making Suspiria, as opposed to the inverse of that, right?
Yeah. You'd be like, wait a minute, that's got to be an Uwe Boll movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
and Dark Glasses is such a wonderfully personal film too, so it feels like what Argento should be making now. He shouldn't be trying to make Suspiria today, but Dark Glasses feels like perfectly where he should be. And it didn't make my top 10, but it was on my list for quite a while before it dropped off. So it's pretty great.
And as far as physical media releases, we've mentioned the Chainsaw 2 4K. We mentioned Tenebrae, the Phenomena release that came out from Synapse Films earlier in the year is also really great. I'll throw the Ghost Watch release, which we talked about earlier from 101 Films, was spectacular. Vinegar Syndromes Don't Open Till Christmas, I thought was great. Arrow's Hell High release from a few months back was excellent, and probably the best release of this year, LA AIDS Jabber, period. Period. So those are, and you know, hopefully, you know, we've still got a little time left. Maybe there'll be at least another movie, or maybe another physical media release that can find its way onto our thankful lists. I don't know.
I'll throw one more in there. It's not a classic or anything, but it came out this year and it's really good. It's Glorious on Shudder.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that was fun.
That movie is like a one-room horror movie that depends completely on one actor, and it's not like Pearl or anything like that. But I highly suggest people go watch it because I liked it a lot, especially if you like Lovecraftian stuff.
This one's I don't think I've even heard of Glorious.
Pretty good. It's got that Ryan Quanten. Yeah. And he kills it, man.
J.K. Simmons, interesting.
Yeah, he's the voice actor for go in blind, kind of like Barbarian. You'll enjoy it.
All right, sounds good. I will do that, definitely.
You know, a Shudder release that I did watch recently that I was pretty disappointed with, which was Hell House 3, Lake of Fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For that to be the first one, I really loved. Then the second one was okay. The third one was just a complete drop off, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about it.
Yeah. They're finally doing the prequel. I forget what it's called. Originally it was supposed to be called the Abaddon Tapes, but they changed the title, and it's finally going to happen. So I'm excited for that. I like all three movies. The first one is the best, hands down. 2 I still like a lot. 3 I think is okay, but I really like that. The first one is just so freaking good, so good.
I think what hurt the third one a lot was they kept cutting in like past footage. I don't know why they kept doing that, as if you'd never seen the other ones, and they kept like, oh yeah, here's this room. And then they'd cut to what happened in the previous movie in that room,
right.
And then it would cut back to whatever they were doing again.
Well, seemed like they didn't want you like. Okay, if you're watching Lake of Fire, you've seen the first one, and they were like too scared to not put that stuff in there in case you didn't remember, and it was a weird choice.
Some of that may have been too, just to get to that, just to add some length to the movie too. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Like what happened to the old horror movies where like the first 5 minutes told you what happened in the previous one, even if the movie came out a year ago or less than a year ago, you still had that couple of minutes, just get
around the campfire.
Around the campfire, exactly. Yeah, there you go.
Recap.
There you go. Exactly.
So, do you want a really cynically horrible legal reason why they probably do it? Because Modern Content Match gives them the right to flag that as well. Because the first film and the third film may very well have different legal owners, because if the producers have changed, even one producer's added. But if that clip gets used, now both films can claim it, and they both get paid for it.
Okay.
Well, with that one particularly, I really felt like, because there was a lot of connective tissue that they kind of skipped in the second one, and it did feel like they were scared to not remind you in case you didn't get it, is what I felt watching that movie.
Yeah.
Holiday Styles, I just want to make sure you get your answer. You pretty much can't find the COD just yet, but in January, you're going to be able to get it on the Z5 streaming platform. It'll also be available on Amazon, but you're going to have to search for it. It will not just pop up when you when you turn on your box. I just want to make sure he got his answer.
Shout out to Ben Grimm in the chat. He's been hanging out with us tonight. Ben, I hope you're doing well. We got the Bearded Sloth hanging out with us tonight too. How you doing, sir? Dying Breed, how you doing tonight? Of course, Distorted Visions. They work for the Film Detective, which is very cool. So cool that they're hanging out with us tonight as well. Yeah, right on.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
that
right on.
Amazing job.
Yeah, very well done.
Hey, Piz, I have a question for y'all.
Sure.
I recently watched Samurai Cop, and Robert Zadar was in there. Can y'all think of another actor who, whenever you see him, you could tell that they're the bad guy? You know how he had like the big jaw. Is there somebody else you could think of that just plays a good villain like that?
Oh God.
Is that Bolo Young, that big
Bolo
dude
Young?
that was in all
Yeah.
the Kung Fu movies?
Yeah.
He was always a villain.
Yeah. There's what was I gotta look this guy up because every movie he's in, he's a villain. I actually think he was a Native American, but they always cast him as like the Italian gangster guy.
Robert Lasardo.
Let me look him up. That's probably him.
And Brian Thompson.
Brian Thompson.
Yeah, he's got like the scars. Yeah.
Brian Thompson.
Yeah.
Brian Thompson shows up, he's killing at least 4 people. So
Richard Lynch.
It's just an X-Files episode.
Richard Lynch. That's another
Richard
big
Lynch.
one.
Yeah. Richard Lynch.
Mattias Hughes, Darren McBee, Al Jung. Those are some heavies.
It's not 100%, but Kim Coates usually.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
More often than not, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Happy Coleman.
Henry Silva. That's who I was thinking of. Henry Silva.
Oh, Henry Silva. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you're missing like Tim Curry.
What's
Yeah, like the only time I can think of him not being a villain is when he did voice work.
Hunt for Red October. He's not the villain.
I never saw
Congo.
He's in it for like one scene.
Home Alone 2. Well, Home Alone 2, he was a villain, wasn't he?
I forgot about Congo. Yeah, Congo.
I wish I could forget about Congo.
I saw Congo in the theater. All right.
As did I. Went home and considered just making that the last night.
I think that was coming right after Jurassic Park too.
It was
a year
right
later.
There,
yeah.
It was a Crichton novel, so they were whatever.
We got that, and then we got Sphere a few years later, and I was like, went through the same. It was the same ritual of considering suicide after that movie.
Michael Ironside says Death Rattle. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Michael Ironside is not a villain in V though.
He not everything. I'll throw out one. There were a couple obscure cases, but was basically a villain in everything, and that's Billy Drago. Was somebody I almost studied with. He villain in everything, even if it was a crappy movie. A Billy Drago heavy would sell the movie. Like he was just amazing. Also, the first guy to ever kill Sean Connery on screen. Which is kind of his claim to fame.
In The Untouchables, in The Untouchables.
Has Hugo Weaving ever played anything but a villain?
Yes.
He was V, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's a villain in my book.
Matthias Hughes is another one.
Yeah.
Oh, Hugo Weaving was a good guy. He was in The Wolfman, the Benicio del Toro one. It's like a cop or something. Right.
He's done some Australian dramas where he hasn't been the villain. So not everything for him. Yeah. But
I love Billy Drago too. That was a good one. I love Drago in The Untouchables when Kevin Costner pulls him back up onto the roof.
Yeah.
He's like, you got to arrest me, man. He's like, you want to know your partner died like a pig. He's squealing like a pig, and then he just walks him to the ledge and throws him right off. And I'm really,
Did he sound something like that?
Exactly, yeah. He sounds something like that. Yeah.
Delta Force 2. I mean, a lot of B movies, but he turned up in one scene, but really chilling in Mysterious Skin, really disturbing drama with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He was fantastic. He's the first celebrity. I can't remember how I figured it out, but I wrote him and he wrote me back and found out about the acting school. I was, teenager and was going to go at one point. I actually corresponded with them a little bit. And my parents were just like, I don't know that that's really Billy Drago. We don't want you to get murdered, basically. Right. So, going to LA to study with Billy Drago, wasn't going to happen at that point in my life. But it was really him. I got to meet him years later at a convention, and go over his filmography. If you just want like a great old school Hollywood bad guy, man, he always just chewed the scenery and delivered and everything.
For years, I thought he was. If you've seen Video Dead, there's a blonde zombie. For years, I thought that's Billy Drago. It's not, but it looks just like Billy Drago. But I was like crushed when I was like, oh, that's not Billy Drago. Ah,
That's a good one. Yeah, he does have a good presence to him. Yeah.
Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. with Bruce Campbell. For anybody that remembers that, he was the recurring villain in that show, which is not just a Western. If you're unfamiliar, it's a sci-fi Western.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I love that show. Yeah.
Jeff mentions that he was in Vamp. He was in Vamp. That is correct. Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm sure most of us probably do know Robert Patrick's brother is the front man of Richard Patrick for Filter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, indeed he is.
Just toured with Nine Inch Nails with all the original members from through the years.
Yep.
Big reunion tour.
Another Billy Drago one I'll throw out there. The only thing that they actually pulled from Masters of Horror imprint. They starred in Takashi Miike's imprint, which is another one to check out. That one was too extreme for what was it? Showtime or no?
HBO, right?
HBO. Yeah, they pulled it.
What's the name of the guy? He was in Pulp Fiction. He played Zed in Pulp Fiction. His name's Peter something. He always plays a bad guy, except for one movie he did not play a bad guy in. It was called Clean Shaven. I don't think anybody's ever heard of it.
I think I remember the VHS, but I can't place anything about it.
He is really freaking good in that movie, and it's a really good movie. So I was shocked to see him like Peter Green. Thank you, Cliff. Yeah, Peter Green. Yeah. But like he's a bad guy in everything, but that was like the one movie he wasn't a bad guy, but he's really good in it. Really good.
Has Andrew Divoff ever played in a protagonist? He's another good one, if not.
You got to go really obscure, but rarely. Yeah, pretty much never.
Yeah, he's just got that voice and that look. I mean, he's you know.
We don't. We've had this discussion on a lot of different podcasts where we don't have those like old school, like grizzled action stars, and we don't really have like the Billy Dragos anymore in terms of villains, at least rarely. And I miss that. I really miss that in my action movies. We need that next generation of action star and Billy Drago, quite frankly.
Who'd be the closest thing today to like a villain character?
Well, we were
Like a
talking
villain
about that.
actor.
We were talking about that in a stream chat about the casting of Snake for that Escape from New York remake or whatever. It's like you almost have to go back to the 2000s.
Yeah.
And find like aged actors because there aren't any really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a broken record, but in Decade, Arjun Rampal is that guy. He's the mean looking son of a bitch villain who kills half of India. So
yeah.
But again, you're not gonna get it in American cinema.
No, you won't. And you're right. Like you do kind of have to go back. I know Gerard Butler was attached to an Escape from New York reboot for a while. I don't think that's the case anymore. But
I mean, we brought up like Carl Urban.
Yeah,
like guys like that who are still around, but they're from the 2000s. You know, they're just still working. They're getting a little old, and we don't have anybody really to take their place.
No, yeah, that whole that era, that 80s era of like, you know, the larger than life tough guy, super, you know, action star, just gone. Like, you know, just gone. I mean, and then who are the closest ones to it today? Like The Rock?
Yeah, that's what I think of. The Fast and the Furious.
But you see, that's the thing. Like
and they're I don't want to say terrible.
The Rock is 2000s too, though. I mean, he's getting up there.
But even that stuff, you don't have like, if you were going to have a school cafeteria worker as a character in a Hollywood production, they'd be a model that they dirty up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't hire someone who actually looks like they would do that job. Everyone is too clean and too pretty in American cinema, and that's one of the reasons I don't think we connect with it, because we know it's fake, and we know it's because it doesn't look like our world. It looks like someone's masturbatory fantasy of a world. That smile was a fucking horrible example of that. Everyone in that movie looks like they got pulled out of an ad. And you want to make that movie? I mean, earlier, because you said that when it started to act like Ringu, it didn't work. Well, part of the reason is because Ringu, those people look like real fucking people. And they act like real people. And they don't scream, "I'm not crazy," every 7 seconds.
Yeah.
So, is that kind of like a different version of Uncanny Valley, where Uncanny Valley typically is the ethereal, like, weirdness of something that looks not quite right, but with what Lauren's saying, it looks too pretty to be real, so we can't really associate with it.
Yeah, so instead of creeping us out, it just pisses us off.
Yeah.
I've heard that was why. Which it's a good movie in itself. Die Hard, Bruce Willis's character was, because he was believable in a way. He got beat up. He just didn't knock someone out with one punch.
Well, also nobody really believed him as an action hero because moonlighting.
Okay, yeah. Now the character's like unkillable, but
you wouldn't have an action star with a receding hairline. And some age,
right?
And some
that's true.
Clear age on him, and 2 days stubble that looked like 2 days stubble, not like it was painted on him by a makeup artist, right?
Liam Neeson kind of fits that bill, don't you think? These days,
but Liam Neeson looks like a actor that would be in a AARP ad, right?
He's
old,
also
but he still looks. He's a really
6'5".
attractive man for his age still. I just Roy Scheider in Jaws, right? Looks like a real friggin' person.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson in Taken, still you go, it's a movie star.
Right.
Yeah.
Why, think about the horror films that you guys love from the formative years of your life. Pick one. I don't care whether it's Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween or someone from Friday the 13th or whatever. All those people look like real people. Even like the more actorly challenged coming off as more real simply because they didn't have that fake Hollywood model veneer on them that now, I mean, look at the Nightmare on Elm Street remake and tell me that Mara Rumi feels like a real person in that movie. She's a better actress than Heather Langenkamp was at the time Heather made the original, but Heather's performance is way better because she seems more genuine. Not by close margin either.
Yeah, you know that girl.
Yeah, so Hollywood has just lost track of the regular person intentionally. They want to make movies look like this. And in certain genres, it probably makes sense. If you're making the live action Beauty and the Beast film, this probably makes perfect sense. But if you're making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, it doesn't make a bit of sense. And that's where we're at. They can't differentiate that. Everything has to look like a postcard. So.
Yeah, I did watch the action movie Ambulance. Y'all seen that yet?
Yeah, the Michael Bay one.
Yeah, and it's like the EMT is like a Spanish lady who's like drop dead gorgeous. It's like just a supermodel of a lady, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure.
Do you guys remember the movie? This was years and years ago, but it still cracks me up when I think about it. The Human Stain. It was not Michael Caine. It was Anthony Hopkins, and they cast Nicole Kidman as a janitor.
Tara Reid played a scientist in Alone in the Dark. So.
Did you really just ask if I saw a Nicole Kidman film of my free will?
But I remember like how they uglied up Nicole Kidman was that they just like. They just kind of made her hair messy and less makeup. You know what I mean?
Put a pair of glasses on her.
Yeah,
they didn't even go that far. I don't think.
Baggy clothes.
They just messed her hair up. Yeah,
they could just have had her now post surgery do it, and because she has like the scrunched up cat face starting in. They could just use today Nicole Kidman. It would have been fine.
there were teen comedies, also sex comedies to a degree, where it would be like a supermodel girl, but it's like they just stick glasses on her, and
Oh yeah.
They still do that. They did that.
They
in
do,
Freaky.
yeah.
Freaky.
yeah,
I mean, it was literally glasses and her hair in a ponytail. And
yeah.
But I mean, they
she
stole
was
that.
the ugly
Freaky
girl.
is such a fucking bad movie anyway. That wouldn't have saved it.
But they're taking that from like the Skinamax 3 a.m. movies that you watched on the weekends. It wasn't supposed to be taken seriously. And then they're applying that to like these teen comedies, you know, She's All That, or you know what I mean? Like it was just so funny to see that. Like, you know, you take the glasses off, you let the hair down, and it's supermodel standing there in front of you. You didn't see it before you took the glasses off and let the hair down.
So you know what's
Crazy.
really crazy if you think about it? The Exorcist, right? Everyone in The Exorcist looks like a real person. But think about that for a second. Ellen Bernstein is playing a fucking movie star in
Right.
the movie,
Right.
and she still looks like a real person. That's how far we've fallen. So wait till the Blum film comes out, and wait till that cast gets announced.
Oh Jesus.
That the Blum trilogy. I'm sorry, and I'm sure we're gonna all be disgusted. So
Yeah.
Already in.
They'll probably cast like I don't know who's a
Hillary
a-
Duff.
yeah. or
Larry
like,
Big.
Snow. Brittany
who's
Snow. That'd be a good one.
who's some really good looking male lead actor, like he's Satan.
Hillary Duff.
Satan, you know.
I realize that
Hillary
reference is
Duff.
probably horrifically out of date, but I'm gonna know what the new Disney like teen star is. I
don't know. Taylor Swift is hot right now. Let's throw her in it. She can be Reagan or Pazuzu or something. You know?
Do you think Taylor Swift can pull off "Your Mother Sucks Cocks in Hell"? Because I don't see that.
If she sang it,
now wait a second. I
Maybe.
honestly think that you might be onto something. If this is a direct sequel to The Heretic, with what you're saying, that might work.
I mean, have
I
they
can see in your dreams.
have they released anything about casting yet?
Not that I've seen. They may have.
just Ellen Burstyn is back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
bets on if it's like Jenna Ortega or Anya Taylor-Joy as Reagan.
And Taylor Joy won't do it.
No.
Listen clear. Just listen up. You can all hear William Peter Blatty rolling.
Lady Gaga will be in it.
Oh fuck!
That I can
killing me,
actually
man.
see
He
happening.
just finished the job.
Just as Lady Gaga, she's just there.
let's fantasy cast this Exorcist trilogy. Who's going to play Father Karras? Father Karras will be like
It's Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, but he'll have a
No,
young,
that'd be Father Marin. So
he'll have a young, brand new priest played by like Justin Bieber or something.
No, Pete
did
Davidson.
Justin Bieber just die?
David-
That's
Man, that
Some young singer just died.
Oh no, that was Aaron Carter.
Oh, that's
Aaron
right,
Carter.
okay.
No,
Aaron Carter died. Yeah.
So he won't be getting the role. I take it.
unlikely.
So yeah, we got to have like Justin Bieber as a young priest. Hillary Duff will be in there somewhere, of
Yeah.
course. Soundtrack by Taylor Swift.
No,
All of the Stranger
they'll
Things
approach Trent Reznor. He'll turn it down, and they'll get like, I don't know, the guy from Gravity Kills.
No, they'll get Spider-1.
Spider-Man. I'll get Spider-Man.
Soundtrack by Static X.
Oh, come on.
Their singer, are they? I mean, their singer died
Who
too.
cares? Did he?
Yeah,
Was he from Seattle?
Did he go to
Like, back in
Wisconsin?
the day, he passed away. When
Idaho?
was like,
Is there any chance the new Exorcist trilogy, I guess now, is going to be good?
no,
I
there's
just-
no chance. I mean,
I'm probably not even gonna watch
just
it.
just
How
just
many
leave The Exorcist alone.
how many Exorcist films are good?
How many just
Two?
demon possession
right?
possession
Two.
movies are
Three?
good?
The first.
What do they
and
have in
third
common?
one-
Yeah, exactly. What do they have in common?
Blatty.
That's it. He's dead. So is The Exorcist. It's
But
just
like,
done.
what's another just good like demon possession movie? Because there's I mean those are a dime a dozen these days.
Evil Dead.
There have been some good ones. I mean, the thing about it is they all kind of just bleed together. I find like there have been some competently made possession movies, but of all the subgenres, I have to think a little bit to get them straight, and it's always kind of like, I could just watch The Exorcist.
So
You know-
behind the door, I would say is
Yeah.
legit, but it's still a ripoff of The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anything for
Well,
Jackson? Anything for Jackson is a good recent one. That's kind of like
Oh, I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah, that's different though, and I agree. I actually love that movie too, but
What
a little
is
bit
it?
different.
anything for Jackson. It was my favorite
never heard of
movie
that one.
of 2020.
Yeah,
It should still be on Shudder, right? I highly
Yeah,
recommend
yeah.
that if you haven't seen it, man, because it's really good.
another
Yeah,
great
was-
character actor, Julian Richings, is great in that.
Yeah.
There was a decent possession movie that came out earlier this year. I reviewed it. What was it called? The Exorcism of God.
Oh yeah, I have that. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it just feels like I've seen so many of those. Again, they bleed together. Then we had that what was Pray for the Devil that came out, and that came and went pretty quickly. So I mean, there's a glut of those kinds of movies.
Yeah. There's an Indian possession film out in theaters right now called Masuda. So I mean, yeah, they come out from everywhere, and they all are just Exorcist strips. Like no one can find a different way to do it. It's amazing. They just have to continue to go back to Blatty.
Yeah.
It's
know,
kind of
an
like
older-
shark films just go back to eventually, right? No matter what they do.
Yeah.
The Entity is an older. I mean, she's not possessed, but she's getting sexually assaulted. That's a pretty good movie.
Entity's great. Yeah.
Have you seen Bloodbath at the House of Death? It parodies that in a scene, and it's hilarious.
So this
That
movie
would be me today.
this movie got brought up during my stream on Sunday, and it was lovingly referred to as the Blacksorcist.
Abby.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah.
I
Abby's
need
not
to
good,
watch
but
Abby.
Abby's fun.
Abby's a
watch
great drive-in movie, great grindhouse film. I love Abby.
I got
Warner Brothers
sent
sued
it.
to get that thing removed from the world.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
They tried to kill it. Yeah.
So, somebody sent it to me right after that stream, so I've yet to watch it though. But I'm looking forward to watching that one.
It's not good, but it's fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap things up here?
Nobody brought up Violent Night yet. I know people have been asking
Oh, yeah.
about Christmas films. I'm kind of excited for that one. It's an action movie. David Harbour. I enjoy his work. He doesn't always do great movies, unfortunately, but looks like a good time. I'm gonna go check that out.
Also, Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
Yeah.
And that's hitting Shudder the 9th.
Yeah.
And I am so stoked for that.
It is getting select theater showings though too for 2
Is it?
nights. So yeah, it might be a lot of fun if you have a theater near you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like that one's gonna be like a guaranteed I'm gonna like it movie. So I'm very excited.
There's
It's
a
a very
new
colorful movie. It's like it might be the most colorful American film in like 20 years.
there's a new Jack Frost movie out. A
That's
horror,
one of
a
those-
horror, a horror
Yeah.
Jack Frost, right?
I think that's
It
one of those
is.
Screen Media titles, though, isn't it?
It's a slide. It's in my to watch pile. Interesting looking killer, but looking at the producer, Scott Jeffrey, who's produced, I think 118 films in the last like 5 years, as wild as that sounds, and directed a bunch of them too. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not expecting anything much, but we'll see.
Oh, Christmas Bloody Christmas is about the Christmas robotic that goes crazy, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that trailer looked good.
And supposedly 100% practical animatronic Santa Claus. Like that's
Yeah,
what's got me.
that's what I heard.
So excited.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Lauren, do you know, is it like exclusive to a particular theater chain or?
I'd have to look it up. No,
Okay.
it's got like I want to say a couple hundred screens though.
Okay.
I did want to mention this is an outside chance, but if you are in San Francisco, The Alamo there has the remastered, completely upgraded version of The Whip and the Body, the great Mario Bava film. That I believe is the 20. It's playing on the 29th. It's the only showtime for it in the whole country, and I am eternally jealous. If you're there, don't miss this opportunity. It's a great Bava film. Apparently, it looks like it was shot yesterday, so I'm going to get it on physical media when it happens. But you're going to get it on the big screen. You should go. Just go to the Alamo.
Has anybody bought the Black Christmas 4K?
On order, yeah.
Okay. When does that one come out? That comes out soon, doesn't it?
I think
I think of the next. Yeah, it's in the next week or two. Yeah,
Okay.
early December.
Okay. Watch a Bob Clark movie this holiday season. You're definitely going to watch Black Christmas, but watch some more, because Bob Clark is such an underrated filmmaker. You know, that guy directed holiday classics on the complete opposite ends of the genre spectrum. And not to mention, you know, look at movies like look at Porky's. Porky's was the 5th highest grossing movie of 1982, right up there alongside E.T.
One of the funniest movies ever made. I love Porky's.
And for a long time, it was the highest grossing Canadian film.
Yeah.
And look at stuff he did, like Death Dream, like Murder by Decree.
Death Dream does not get the attention it deserves.
It does not.
A little bit more, but I remember, when I was a little bit younger, bringing that up and nobody had even heard of it.
You couldn't find it. You couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah. Death Dream is a stone cold classic.
Death Dream is tremendous. Murder by Decree is great. That's another. Nobody ever talks about Murder by Decree.
Yeah.
Rhinestone.
Sure, let's throw Rhinestone in there.
There you go.
Even like some of the stuff he did later on in his career, those Baby Genius movies, those movies made money.
Yeah.
You know, those were big hit movies. Also, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. That movie's getting a 4K that's coming out very soon. So look this holiday season, we're getting Christmas Story 4K already out, Black Christmas 4K coming out soon, Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things 4K. It's like the holiday of Bob Clark here. So I would implore you out there to watch some Bob Clark films this holiday season. Death Dream is tremendous. Murder by Decree is awesome. If you want some laughs, watch Porky's. Even something like Popcorn, which he was the producer on, he did direct most of it after the original director fell out. It's not great, but I know it's got a big fan base. That's pretty much a Bob Clark film too.
Popcorn, are you talking about from 91?
Yes.
I always liked the cover art of that.
Yeah, that was pretty much a Bob Clark film too.
I always like the film. It doesn't completely work, but it's trying to do a lot of cool things.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw that in the theater back in the day.
Oh, cool.
There was like 6 of us in the whole damn theater. On opening night.
But there's some great Bob Clark films out there other than just Black Christmas and A Christmas Story. So definitely, explore his catalog, because he did some great stuff and doesn't get the recognition he deserves. And unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So, unless there's something else you guys want to discuss, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here.
I do want to throw out happy birthday, Orc. It is Orc's birthday today. So, if you are on his social media or whatever, tell him happy birthday, because Orc is awesome.
And thank him for killing Kennedy.
There you go.
Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to Orc. I've not seen him in the chat tonight. He may be watching. He might be shy, because Orc is a shy little guy.
He got a new TV, so he's probably got a beautiful brand new 4K TV. So he's I think enjoying that at the moment.
Oh, awesome! Well,
weirdly set up a rabbit ear antenna on the top of it, so we'll see how that works for him.
There you go.
Well, happy birthday, Orc, man. We hope you have a great one. So, Violent Night is not like Silent Night. Violent Night is like an action. I guess it kind of has maybe some horror elements in it. It looks like an action movie to me.
Yeah, it's like a
with magic elements.
Yeah, there you go.
Has anybody seen Fat Man?
It's decent. I didn't think it lived up to what I was hoping for, like a Mel Gibson Santa Claus, thing, but it's okay. I thought it was a little overhyped.
Well, Walter Goggins is in it. He's pretty awesome.
Walton Goggins is amazing. Yeah,
he's a good actor for sure.
Yeah. I've been curious about that one because they're kind of similar, like in the same arena.
Mm-hmm. Mel Gibson has, he's kind of starting to go into that, I'm in it 10 minutes kind of phase of his career. But I haven't watched it yet, but he has one out called On the Line. Kind of looks like a talk radio type thriller that he is actually apparently in it for the duration. It is a Mel Gibson movie, so you might want to check that out. It looked decent.
Cool. Very cool. Well, let's see here. Small Chris, where can we find you on social media, sir?
Slasher Home Video. It's my YouTube channel. Check it out.
Yeah, go show Chris some love over in his YouTube channel. He's doing some really cool stuff over there. So go check him out. Slasher Home Video. Also, if you just Google Linnea Quigley's biggest fan, he'll pop up.
There you go.
True.
Ghost, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on my website, thedailyghost.com.
Dailyghost.com. There you go. Dan, where can we find you, sir?
Flesh Wound features here on YouTube. We're getting ready for our 12 Days of Slashmas tournament. We're also going to have a Home Sweet Home Thanksgiving watch along, a double feature Jack Frost 1 and 2 a watch along as well coming up. And I believe, I don't know that this is confirmed, so don't hold it against me, but I believe the Christmas Cruelty guys, Pitt and Raymond, for you wrestling fans, I think they're enjoying some American culture at XPW Merry Christmas on December 10th at the Derby Room in Pomona, California. So, if you want something signed, I'm sure they'd be happy to. And just in general, wrestling fans, thexpwwrestling.com. If you're dissatisfied with modern wrestling, XPW's been back and doing some great things. And I think we'll have some more XPW content on the channel. And I'm over promoting here, but I want to also say special shout out to Ozzy B, Flesh Wound Features family member, who just made his stand-up comedy debut. He opened for Brad Williams, and I just wanted to say he was awesome. So congrats to Ozzy.
Right on. Congrats, Ozzy. Swaggy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. That's about it. John's Cool World. But it's not what you think. I'm not at the level that y'all are at.
Okay.
Sounds cool, though.
You're working on it. Lauren, where can we find you?
Visited by Voices 1 on YouTube and at Lauren Dixon on the Twitter. More importantly, check the Twitter space because very shortly there's going to be a flurry of announcements that will lead you to a site called Amazon. It's one of those places where they probably already have your credit card information and you could place like one button and buy something. So I'm going to encourage you to do that when the time comes.
Giant Chris, where can we find you?
Mainly on Twitter at Bonus Pretzel.
Okay. Is Sam still behind you?
Yes, she is.
Where
so you can also find her. I think she changed her new profile name to Sheebie-Jeebies with 3s instead of E's.
Okay.
She changed her name? That's never happened before.
Why would she need to do that?
I have no idea.
Fuck that umbrella guy. Fuck Johnny Depp.
Wow.
I agree with both those sentiments.
I agree.
Wow. I know who one of those people are.
Yeah. Also, I was going to say, though, is kind of off topically, Violent Night kind of reminds me of Santa's Sleigh, and I saw it for the first time last year, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to Violent Night.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Santa's Sleigh.
The Goldberg one. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
one that's on my list for this year because I haven't seen it and everybody's bugging me to see it now. So
You've
You're gonna
never
love it.
seen Santa's Sleigh. I'm surprised.
No.
Chris, you gotta watch
Goldberg lights the nanny on fire. Chris, come on.
Exactly.
Gold-
He ends her career like he ended Bret Hart's.
Yeah.
I knew where that one was going right out the gate. Yeah. Oh God. He Bret Harted her. Good Lord. But Goldberg lights up the big screen. He just has that kind of presence, you know.
And for the record, he Bret Hart's Chris Kattan, I believe. But yes.
Oh goodness. Let me give some shout outs here and then we'll call it a night. We've got Mish Rashade in the chat with us. We've got Alex Bacon. We got Jeff in the chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. We've got Michael Sullivan. We've got Punisher Batman fan. Let's see. Big Crack Rock always hanging out. Please
Good
don't give
advice.
very good advice from Big Crack Rock. You'd think with a name like that, do not take any advice from this person, but that is sound advice. Let me tell you. Let's see. We got Ben Grimm hanging out in the chat with us tonight. We got Entertainment Wizard, Cliff Booth, Barney Likes Beer, Joe Reese. We've got Darren Burrows, Good Morning Chan, CJM 753BC. Let's see who else was with us tonight. Holiday Styles, Chester 22, Brian Trash, Matt. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. We hope you all have a great Thanksgiving and wish all of you who joined me tonight a great Thanksgiving as well. I'm thankful for all of you fine folks and the support that you show the channel and taking the time out to hang out with me on these things and shoot the bull and whatnot. And so yeah.
Thank you, Piz.
Right on.
Thank you.
Right on. All right. So you guys have a great rest of your night. And we will see you again in the very near future. Take care and peace.